Hey guys, Jerry here on Mighty Ray's Garage. Still working on the green machine. We're going to get that bumper made, but it's been quite the 2 to 3 weeks, but we should start returning a little bit normal videos now. Sorry I've been out for a while. Had a lot of life going on, and let's get to the green machine. Where I left off, I'm going to make a front bumper here. I've had plenty of time to think about it. I'm thinking about coming out, having a crossbar on the bumper under the winch right here, just underneath the fairlead. Then I'm going to have an angle up, kind of a little L coming up, an O, and then have a bar going over the top of the winch. Basically, I'm going to have a squared off area here to help protect the winch. But before we can get started on all that, I got some of my cardboard aided design pieces there. But need to get this hood off and grill off, and that way I've got full access to the frame and we can start doing some fabricating. Those wrenches, and there's a couple of nuts and bolts down here on the floor. Those have been sitting there now for about a month. But let's get this hood off. You could tell there was plenty of room around that winch to get that hood off. So let's get to designing. Before we get any further on the front bumper, I don't think I showed y'all exactly where I mounted that box there for the controller. Let's get the wireless controller. This one doesn't seem to have the antenna wire hangs out like my previous ones. But it's just wired up to here and attached here. Got a bolt here and is just a zip tie to help keep it from coming loose. And you can actually access straight down for the wired remote if you wanted to. Get a little close to this exhaust pipe, but you can get down here pretty easily right here because the grill's way out here. So there it is. That's how that's just wired up. It just kind of zooms across over to the other side and up to the top. There you go. I'm gonna back to the bumper. That's kind of the idea of what I'm looking to do. So let me get one of these cut out of the metal and we'll go from there. Then I gotta come up with some ideas for some cross bracing to go to the other side. But this will basically be a mirror image on the other side, just like I said, a mirror image, just opposite. So, moving along. It's kind of what I'm looking for. All right, moving along. These are my side plates that I cut out for the bumper. They'll attach to the side railing here. Just need to cut 3 holes. One for the existing bolt and 2 more for these other 2 holes that are available. So I'm gonna probably use all 3 of those bolts. All right guys, I got my side plates made. Ignore that hole and that hole. I decided to use this, instead of cutting them like I had them drawn on the bigger sheet, I decided just to cut one and then mimic it, and then I just drilled the holes. And when I drilled my holes, you can see I got the same holes over here. I decided to trim off the wrong side, as you can see here. Still got my line here. I ended up flipping it over. But anyway, that's all right. But got my 3 holes on both sides. They line up. I don't have nuts in the 2 silver ones yet, but I'm actually not going to use those 2 bolts. I'm going to use a grade 8 bolt. But anyway, they're straight. They're good. They both come out the same. Now let's start talking about the front part. I'm going to mount a piece of angle iron, I think 1 1/8. And I'm going to bring it up about 1 inch from there. Granted, it's not going to hang out like that. And then I'm going to put a bend in it after 1 inch that brings it still angled just a little bit. And about where my thumb is, I'm going to go straight up, where it's kind of like this, bend, bend. So, and then I'm going to bring it up hot, about that high off, which is about 6 to 8 inches higher than the winch, but it's going to be actually more out here. And I'm going to have a piece going across the top for to mount a light bar or something. I might have another piece down here closer to the fair lead, but not on it like that. But I may do 2 up here. I'm contemplating 1 down here, but I don't think I need that one. Like I said, cross piece here, a cross piece up at the top, and I think that'll be good. So we'll continue on, and I'll start thinking about my angle iron. This piece won't be used, it's too small, but I've got a big piece back there up against the wall. You can just barely see it tipping out up there by the fork thing just above the air compressor. I got 6 feet of it. So next update, I should have this maybe built out and tacked. Okay guys, I got updates. There's the raw form of my front brush guard bumper. I decided to keep it simple. I just went with 1 bend, as you can see there. It's not tightened yet. I decided to bolt it up down here instead of welding it to these side pieces for the frame. Same thing over here. I got this little extension piece right here to protect the post on the winch. And, there it is. Now to finish sanding down the stuff on the outside on both the off the metal for both the rail pieces and the bumper. I should be able to leave it on there with taking the hood on and off, but there you go. That should work. A lot better than the original bumper. And I've got a spot here that I can put a light bar in. I think the one I had is too big. I don't need one that big, but there you go. I'll come back when I got it all finished cleaning up and painted. Well, there it is. It's all done. My front bumper. Like I said, I decided to go ahead and bolt it on. It's got a slight lean to the front, but not much. That's kind of what I wanted. There's my side pieces attached. Probably going to put a LED light bar in there eventually. Something like what I got on Marshall. There's bolting on this side as well. And here's the little protection piece for the winch posts. There it is. There's my minor refresh for the green machine.